Humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly you might say you inspired me.
Skip the guessing games. I'm tired.
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Now, what many people don't quite understand here is Eredin did poison him, but he tried to use Ciri to do it. I'll explain later on in the video.
How do you know? Or are you bluffing?
Eredin made sure very few individuals knew of his betrayal. Most are now dead.
Didn't answer my question.
How matters not. What matters is, I know. And I have an idea how to use this knowledge.
He only knows because Ciri told him.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan. If we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Which is the land where Ciri goes to at the end of the Tower of the Swallow when she's trying to escape from Leo Boholt. He's a bounty hunter. What happens is she's on a lake, he's on the other side. She goes through a portal that only opens for the Elder Blood. She goes through the portal. Everlock is waiting for her on the other side, and all he says is, "What took you so long?" That's how the Tower of the Swallows ends.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example, one such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Let's go. I know this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
Let's get prepared for the goddamn spiders. And the hounds of the Wild Hunt, which is an elemental.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, devil's as scary as they paint him, or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
And Corinne Tilly just happens to be a great ancestor of one of the characters of the Lady of the Lake.
The passage is here, past this wall.
This character helps Nina determine what actually happened to Siri.
This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gels. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Cyril is the lady of time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals.
Wet desert.
There's somewhere in our world.
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
A little bit of book lore here. In The Lady of the Lake, when Siri is...
What is this place?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before, were there any people or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea.
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say that
there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their worlds. To the last drop.
As I was saying, in the books, Lady of the Lake, when Siri is learning to use her powers, when she's traveling through time and space, she uses this place as a focal point. So whenever she gets somewhere where isn't the right time or space, she returns here. A, because she remembers it well, and B, it's one of the places where she uses to warm up.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
And if you're planning to level up the Erendite sword, here would actually be the best place to do it.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
Because these sand crabs are endless.
They just keep coming.
We can't hope to defeat them all. As soon as the portal opens, you must jump in after me. 3, 2, 1. Very good. On time.
What a relief.
Quickly. Jump in.
Done.
Have a look.
I don't recall this world being in the books. And maybe I just don't remember. Because when Sarah's going through space and time, I don't remember her inner monologue talking about a world with poisonous vapors.
There it is. Vapors don't look terribly inviting. Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated. Magic. A place of power. Should avoid those clouds, or bolt through them.
One thing people tend to forget to do before jumping into this portal a hit of killer whale. That way, you've got better air capacity. So you can look around more. Not that it really matters, because you can still come up here for air.
Cold. Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
I'm pretty certain that if you wanted to get the trophy, that you have to slide down uninterrupted for 10 seconds. You could actually pop it here.
Light in a place like this. Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage. The snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
And now, here's the main reason why I have elemental oil on my sword. For
Of course. What else? I'd expect
this reason. Stand right here the white frost cannot hurt you, but these little buggers can. Bring your pretty face to my sword. Now, what most people do when they're here is go straight to the lighthouse. But instead, what you should do is this. Because there's a bit of backstory. And here's your backstory. We go out.
Took you a while. Did you run into trouble?
No, just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eridan's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eridan start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next passage. When will it open?
Shortly.
I didn't pick any of the dialogue for a specific reason.
At last,
This to you, Nalia.
the Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gal's headquarters.
Okay, this is where the video will come to an end. For obvious reasons, I can't show you where it ends because of a certain character is topless. But
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated than yours.
what I'm getting at is, remember me saying that where the Tower of the Swallow ends, that portal we just came through, that is where Ciri comes to this world through. And that's where Avalok is waiting for her, playing the flute, and he says to her, "What took you so long?" As you can see here, this is where she stayed. That, I'm pretty certain, if you look closely, that bridge right there is the bridge that Ciri went under when she was on a canoe. Eridan jumped on it attempted to stop her from escaping. Unfortunately for him, he didn't think and got knocked off the canoe by the bridge. This, of course, happens after the king dies in Ciri's hands, after he drank the potion, which Eridan wanted Ciri to give him, but she refused to.